You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu. Hollow and Tell, is that you?
Mic check waifu. Tell, you're there. Is that you?
Is this on?
This is episode 91 of Mic Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by the homies at Lube Complex. Make sure y'all go to lubecomplex.com and use the offer code waifu to save on your entire cart. It's also brought to you by don'ttalkshop.com with the ad coming later. Thank y'all so much for supporting us by supporting the sponsors. We appreciate that so much. And yo, I must say, we did receive a new Patreon subscriber. So we got to shout him out properly as we do every time we receive a new Patreon supporter, no matter the tier. Michael Ladotti. That's what I'm going to call him, but it's Ladotti, I believe. Thank you so much for supporting us. He supports us, every time we drop a new episode. He's always tweeting at us some good stuff. He wants us to do a manga episode, but we have an idea for that. And it hopefully involves one of our manga friends and then a review of Jujutsu Kaisen. So that's still coming for you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting us at the Otaku tier. Remember, if you want to support the podcast, keep the lights on, be a part of the show even more, and get early access to our bonus podcast, The After Story, just subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/miccheckwaifu. But let's get to our producers. Our producers, Aaron Brown, Aaron Brown, Connor, Explicitly, Monique Williams, and Treesus. Thank y'all so much for supporting us. We appreciate everybody that supports us, no matter the tiers. We love y'all. We need y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's a big episode today. Around this time last year, we actually did the same thing, and we're going to do it again. Today, we're going to recap preview the spring anime season that's coming up extremely soon, actually. So that's going to include some stuff there. We also going to talk this therapy session for Redo of a Healer, which it wasn't that bad of an episode. We got a question, because I didn't put out the questions this week, because I figured the spring season was going to take up a lot of our conversation, and I didn't want the episode to drag on too much. But we did get a question, and it came from Scuba Steve. Apparently he was at a wedding, so he didn't know if he missed a question or not.
He's faithful with the questions, though.
You know what? We're going to launch it off. Before we even get to therapy, we're going to start with this question, because this is a very important question until I feel we need to discuss it. You ready? All right. Sister wedding is about to start, but in case I miss my question, this is what he has for us, basically. He said, okay, you have to do one for the rest of your life. Which one do you do? Sleep with your socks or eat cheese on your pancakes from now on? I'm about to cheat. Okay, and let me tell you how. I'm going to start off by saying he didn't say that you had to eat pancakes every morning, okay? I would just never eat pancakes again if I had to put my cheese on them, right? So I'm a waffle man anyway. So motherfucker just eat some motherfucking waffles. I'm not going to wear no socks when I'm asleep, because I'm going to be uncomfortable, and I already have a hard time sleeping because of my insomnia. But I just will eat waffles instead of pancakes.
So I like that, actually. I 100% agree with them thick Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, bro, listen.
So hear me out.
I'm listening.
I hate sleeping with socks on. Yeah, man. That sound like a cold waiting to happen.
I don't sleep with no pants, no shirt. I just be in my drawers chilling.
And the thing is if I had to choose between pancakes with cheese or sleeping with my socks on, I'm gonna sleep with my socks on with holes in them or something like that. Holes in
Oh,
toes.
genius.
Because I'm not putting cheese on my pancakes unless I'm trying to make like an imitation McGriddle. And I'm not about to burn the edges of my pancakes. I'm not going to have my wife make me pancakes.
Bro.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. Just going to let that slide. We're going to go ahead and say, don't put cheese on your pancakes.
Fast, your congregation need a word with you. We can't, we just don't.
So also newly discovered, we did find out that he likes to put Cheeto dust instead of cheese sometimes. So I made this meme for him. For bashing his pancakes.
Bro, oh, brother.
Listen
when I tell you, bro, that had to be the most disgusted I think I've been in a very long time. I'm like, this can't.
Polo, like, I don't want any cow on my pancakes.
This can't be real, bro. It can't be real. I mean, sometimes there is some cow in my pancake, right? Because you mix the batter up with some milk. So that's normal. But to put like a whole American slice of cheese on that motherfucker with no meat.
No meat. It's just a whole pancake, a sweet pancake with some.
Make a McGriddle, like you said, but McGriddles are still made different. Like you can't even say it's a McGriddle.
They built different.
Yeah, they definitely built different. So you can't even use that as an excuse. It's just not.
He ain't had no egg on there.
Mm-mm.
He ain't had no meat on there. He just threw it straight through that. All right, Vash, we not doing that no more. All right.
Yeah, that's
2021. You can't be a villain all year. You got to choose a different lifestyle, bro.
Nah, he's a villain forever. You a forever villain, bro. I can't agree with that life. Shit, man. I'm blown back. That shit definitely that made Steve look like an angel, to be honest. Cause sleeping with socks on is a fucking travesty. Okay, it is. It's wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. But to put something on something that don't belong on something and then eating the shit, that's a whole lot of nothing that you should. Nah, I'm cool. I'm good.
All right, we've been talking about Bash for too long. Thanks for the question, Steve.
Thanks for the question, Steve. We appreciate you.
We love you, Bash. Just don't do the cheese no more. Mm-mm. But all right.
That man's different. All right, let's get to the therapy session for Redo of a Healer. This it was tame.
It was a very tame episode in comparison to what we have been receiving, right?
Right. Still was hella sex, but you know.
But was it though? It was just like
at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
But man, I am intrigued as to see where this is about to. I kind of know where this is about to go. It's kind of getting to that point where you know what's about to happen.
Harem anime.
Yeah, it's becoming the harem. So I'm cool with it, but I also love his I guess mission, the way he's moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clean.
So he decided 100%, and we know it's against his aesthetic to hurt people who have not hurt him or others.
Yep. Or who hasn't asked for his help, right? Like, if the girl is in danger, she has to ask him, like, hey, help me, for him to engage, which is cool.
I think it's a good setup for him.
Yeah, I like his character. I like it.
But the overall progression, like the Demon King, that was a cool concept because he's right. He is 4 years in the past to what he's used to, right? What he would normally be ready for,
right?
So this girl don't even know what she becomes, and he has figured it out. Basically, I think it was a good move on his half.
Hell yeah! Get her on his good side, and then when shit go down.
Yeah, and she'll be the strongest of his attendants so far. He's already killed her once. So, we know that he can beat her at her prime.
Facts. So, I don't know. It's looking mad decent. I'm enjoying it still.
Yeah. Nothing to really recover from.
Yeah, I guess. We ain't got. This is a early 15-minute session. in the therapist office. So everybody's fine. We're fine. You good?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Thanks for asking.
Rem look a little shocked behind you.
Shout out. I had to hang Rem up. Shout out to gilflags.jp if y'all want some dope gill flags made by the creators of Lube Complex. Go there. Mm-hmm. Check out the video version of the podcast too. Early on Patreon. But yeah, it was a good episode. I there's no way I'm stopping to watch. I'm stopped watching it, but I do feel like it's about to get active again.
For sure. He wants the demon heart, right? Yep. Or the demon king's heart. So we have to see what's going to happen there. I think the demon king, the already currently existing one, is either going to be in another scenario where it's like a super attractive woman that's doing some real evil demonic stuff because she's a demon. True. And he going to either fix that problem or fix that problem.
Quotations.
See how that goes.
So just use air quotes. That air quote was powerful because I know exactly what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna fix that problem. All right, that's a good point.
One way or another.
One way. I can't wait. I'm here for it now. It's gonna get to that point where we gotta meet Bullet and that the sword chick from the party from his previous life, and that part I know they're probably gonna flash back. I'm probably gonna get uncomfortable, but it is what it is.
Yeah, at this point we've seen what feels like the worth of it.
Exactly. But with that being said, Till, with therapy over, what you watch anything new?
So I finished the first season of Kakeguri, which I started last year.
Yeah, real good.
And now I'm on episode 12 of Kakeguri for season 2.
Let's go.
And I'll just say, I thought it was good when I first watched that first season, like the first 3 episodes of the first season. Mm-hmm. But now I am thoroughly intrigued and I'm ready for like a season 3, like, because there has to be, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of politicking going on in that motherfucker.
But it's good.
Real good.
I'm cool with how they doing the politics and how it's a show all about strategy.
Right.
And sometimes it's not even strategy. It's just like, my goal was to make you emotionally feel something. And I be thinking like the characters that's playing, like, all right, so is your Mimi like playing or is she being for real? Or right. Is the Momobari, is she tripping or what's going on here? I'm trying to figure out. And I be trying to figure out the games, and I love it, bro. You know how like it is very what is it called? Very
torture
Monster
porn?
of the Week-ish.
Oh,
I mean, kind of too, but that don't bother me. The little etchy scenes and stuff.
No, I'm talking about the fact that it is essentially torture.
Yeah, a lot of it is torture.
Yeah.
But realistically, people do get those highs off of gambling.
That's a fact.
It's a very like problem of the week with the gambling scenarios, but I love how they do it because it's not like each gamble is new and different.
Right.
They're very creative puzzles, and then each character interacts with gambling different. So it actually makes it kind of refreshing that they're viewing it differently.
I like it. I like it too. I never finished season 2. I do believe I got like to episode 11 or 12 or something like that. 11, I think. Never finished it. It's in my Netflix queue. It's always hard for me when I'm watching anime on Netflix to remember to go back to Netflix to finish said anime for some reason.
That's not the first place you think for anime.
Exactly. It's just not a place I go normally. But yeah, I'm glad you're watching it though. It's a good show. It's a very good show.
Really good.
There's a show I picked up. You know, I'm still doing my Annie list scour every week where I'll try to find something to watch. 2 things. I finished Sakeno, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend, season 2. So that's completely completed right now. I had to finish the last season on Amazon Prime, unfortunately, because that's the only place it is. That show is fucking good, man. That is a good slice of life. And because of the name, I know a lot of people not going to watch it. And I completely understand. It has a 76% on Annie list, which is understandable.
Means it's pretty good.
Yeah, the reviews are pretty good. And it's a good show. Like, legitimately a good show. The attachment that grows that you get with these characters are insane. So
I was gonna say that's 76. That you just remember, 76 is still like pretty high above average.
absolutely. And watching it, I can see why the characters are probably the reason why that rating will be even higher for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, they were individuals that followed tropes intentionally, but they took it to another level, and you could tell that the author wanted that. Like, they wanted the characters to be those typical anime tropes, because in this show they do a lot of fourth wall breaking too. They do, like, the comedic beats are just so fucking good that it goes above the normal, slice of life threshold when it comes to these characters. And again, the show is about a group of students who form a circle, they call it, which is just like a video game development team after school activity. But he forms it with one of the best artists in Japan, one of the best illustrators in Japan, and one of the best writers in Japan, which are his classmates, who has a crush on him, obviously, but on different levels, right? Like, they have different levels of a crush because he helped them with their otaku culture by him being just an open and honest otaku with himself. So he does stuff that kind of assists them with how they feel about their innards, I guess, if you will. And when they start forming the game, they end up writing this game that incorporates all of their feelings inside of it, which then kind of like run parallel with the through storyline, right? With like how people deal with being in like a artist slump where you just can't draw, or writer's block, or situations that artists go through, and it goes through that scenario, and it's so good. One of the best characters to me is the main heroine that they use for the show. She's like a super average. I talked about this last week. She's a super average character that has nothing going for her. Like, if you watch an anime, this is how they describe her. If you watching an anime, she's the friend of the friend of the friend. That just kind of has like one or two lines in the show. That's exactly how she is. But she's the most honest and straightforward person throughout the entire show. And like, I started to develop feelings for her, and I felt like the main character did too. And I was like developing those feelings for her at the same time he was, which made me feel like a part of this shit. It's so good, man. It's so involved, and I enjoyed it so much.
It's all about that timing, because I was gonna say your favorite show, Clannad, they do that same thing. They give you those emotions for that character right before they give some kind of big reveal. Oh yeah, definitely. This one is it's definitely not going to be for everybody. So I can't sit here and say everybody should watch it, because it's just not that type. It just came for me at a perfect time where I needed something different after all the other slice of life shows that I watched, and it's a great rom-com that I feel good about watching. Can't even call it a guilty pleasure, because it's good. It's
real good. Yeah, it's actually good. You watch anything else?
Not anything really on the new list. Obviously, a current chapter of Twin Star Exorcist was amazing, and then My Hero Academia. Oh my god! Yeah, you're gonna be on Spicy's talking about that, right? Yeah. Spicy said she's gonna have me on, but I can't wait till we get to like this part in the podcast, because every time I think about this show, I'll be ready to talk about it. But good thing is in the spring season, season 5 is coming back? Yes, sir. Well, I did get something else too. I watched almost an entire show. Now you can call this one a guilty pleasure. It's called a Dragonar Academy. It's awful. It's so fucking bad. It is so bad, y'all. Let me listen. Everybody listening to this podcast right now, it is probably one of the worst shows I think I've watched in a very long time. It's just shit don't make sense. The power system don't make sense. Okay, it's about a student who goes to who lives in a country that essentially dragons are a part of their world. Period.
Dragons just are a part of their world. So they're so common that they have a school called Dragonar Academy where students go to school. They get this thing called a par, which is their dragon companion essentially, and they learn how to. They basically militarize the uses of dragons in the world. The story is so poorly explained that I'm having a hard time even explaining it to myself. But the main student, he's obviously one of the ones who was a delinquent in this school because he is like super hot-headed, and he also didn't have a par for the longest time, and everybody made fun of him for it. And because he didn't have a par for a long time, he got bullied, but he wasn't taking that bullying shit because he always fought back. And he became like the delinquent of the school, and everybody was against him. Fast forward.
What's his name?
His name is Ash. Fast forward, he gets a par through some weird means. The par is mad different, mad unique. He's also unique. He also has the ability to ride anybody's dragon, which is cool, I guess. But I don't know why that's even significant. And I'm literally.
You don't sound impressed.
I'm not. It's supposed to be like an overpower situation, but it's not. It's supposed to be like a Chivalry of a Fell Knight, but it's not even fucking close. It's supposed to have that feeling of this student being or becoming powerful. And I don't understand this power system. Like apparently their dragon gets them something called it's some equipment that they put on and become like weird ass mech people. It's so fucking strange. But the character design, wonderful. The ecchi.
It looks really cute here. Like the things be jiggling.
Ecchi, nice. This is a guilty pleasure that I'm just not. I'm enjoying for the sake of. I'm gonna just put it on, but I wasted my time with this one. I can't recommend it.
Everything you say reminds me of Giant Machine Doll, and I feel like you're gonna get to the end of this and say, okay, well, there's looks like there's supposed to be a season 2,
And
which is also very similar to how Chivalry of Fell Knight was. Like you just expected it to be a season 2.
But that was good though. That was like yes. If I like I'm on the last episode. I think I'm on the last episode or episode 11, and it's on 12. It's 12 episodes. I don't care about anything that goes on at all. I just threw it on dubbed and put it on in the background.
You said the main character name is Ash?
I think that's his name. It should be his name, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the character list. I'm like Ash Blake, but it looked like a girl, bro.
Oh no, that's a dude.
Unless they put the wrong picture there.
They sure did. Wait, no, that's a dude. Yeah, he just has his hand on his head. It looks weird.
Oh, it looks like a dude now. I just like that dude is cute. It looks like an action-based Clannad.
No, don't ever put this in the same sentence with Clannad.
It don't look like an action-based Clannad, like those eyes.
But they don't look this big in the actual show, though.
Okay.
The art is definitely designed this way, but not in the show.
When you say something is a guilty pleasure, like it's bad, it kind of makes me want to check it out.
I don't think you should, but if you do, you'll be highly disappointed. They do this thing where like they don't really explain or train their magic too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's Black Clover Jr.
Mad Black Clover.
It came before Black Clover, so you know.
Mad Black Clover vibes. I'm like, this shit is. I can't do this garbage. But I'm watching because of fuck it. I'm here, you know.
Right, you almost done.
And I like the art. All right. Before we get into the spring season of 2021, what show you watched this week? It could be any show. What show you watched this week was a standout? What episode you watched this week was the standout? Biggest standout this week, I should say.
Man, probably ReZero.
That's a big one. That was a big one. As much as I enjoy ReZero, it's kind of weekly at this point. What Attack on Titan did to me, kind of was a standout. Even though I want to say quintessential again, but I can't because no, fuck it, it's quintessential, bro.
Well, we still gotta explain Attack on Titan because I need to know why it blew you back.
It was so good. It was so fucking good. It was so.
It's been good for like the last.
We're gonna get to that.
Season has some high points and some good points. So
man, when we get to the spoiler talks, I can't wait to fucking talk. I literally just watched it like 2 seconds ago. So, man, I can't wait to talk about it. I want to get into full spoilers on that one, but that's gonna be the first thing we talk about when we come back from the break in a little bit. So stay tuned for everybody that watched Attack on Titan, and then. But quintessential quintuplets is definitely the standout because fuck Ichika, straight up.
Oh, word.
Fuck her. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody that's gonna watch it or watching it later.
Believe me, Panda probably gonna shoot you a message about it.
Yo, fuck Ishka, bro. Fuck her. This was the standout because what happened, and I just feel so bad for the main character because he's he don't have a fucking clue. He's like, yo, what's going on right now? And you can relate. I can relate because as we talked about on one of our questions of the week,
yeah,
have you ever, has anybody ever crushed on you? And I was like, no, until him with the, yes, they have. Like he knew some shit that I didn't know. And it ended up being the case. Which if I'd known then, my life would be probably completely different now. So shout out to Tell for fucking me over like that. But it's all good.
What? Come on, bro. Come on. I can't believe you did me like that in the middle of the podcast.
No, but yeah, definitely standout episode this week was the quintessential quintuplets. Close, very close second, AOT, and then ReZero. Okay. And for you, you said ReZero was the biggest?
Yeah, ReZero was the biggest. I mean, I guess also Promised Neverland was also really high on my list. Probably the second. Probably the second most memorable, but not for good reasons at all.
Yeah, of course. All right, let's get to this 2021 spring, brothers.
Let's do it. And sisters.
Yes. All right. So for those of you who are new words of the podcast, what we do is we watch the seasonal anime. We bring you the seasonal anime to see what's worth watching and what's not. What we're going to check out and go from there. Maybe even some surprise hits like what 3 seasons ago, Astro Lost in Space was one of our biggest surprises and ended up being our anime of the year in 2019. It blew us back. It was incredible. But this time we're going to discuss 2021 spring, which is literally, a week out? Yeah. After this episode drop, it'll be about a week out. So we got a lot of shows that's coming in the spring that's going to hit. But it's something that's not looking too good. First thing, obviously, what we're all excited for, including listeners of this podcast, My Hero Academia Season 5. Yes. Talk to me, Tell.
I'm excited, and I think that the start of this is going to be like every character I feel like is going to get a good moment to shine, and I think this is where they do the best at, is instead of doing the solo moments for characters, like how they gave us Red Riot in his solo moment, they should have given us more group play for the characters because those are the moments that people seem to like the most.
Yes. And
this is going to kind of start off with a little bit of heat like that.
So I've heard through the grapevine, meaning I just was on YouTube scouring stuff and I came across a video that talked about My Hero. And they said that season 4 was done by the remnants of another studio. Not another studio, but like lack of a better word, the bottom of the barrel of the studio that does My Hero.
Yeah.
So it was done by the less talented. But this time for season 5 is going to be done by their top tier, studio, because apparently they was working on 2 things at once at the time season 4 dropped. And they kind of put season 4 on the back burner, which would explain a lot of stuff because it just felt different for me personally.
Well, Yeah, the direction, artistic direction, like they did. I feel like they tried to do too much on the animation almost.
Yeah.
Because maybe they weren't as talented, so they couldn't make the subtleties look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like they probably went a little overkill on the animation in that last season, and hopefully they can kind of rein that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it look clean and crisp and still be as dynamic as we want it to be.
Right. Remind me, did the manga have those situations to where they kind of cut in the middle of like a page to a flashback? Or was
they can't quite do it like that. It's all like on the same page, right? Like it doesn't feel like when they do it in the manga that they completely left the same topic. So it does feel different because of how the page is set out. Like you have the main page and then you have like this vision of, in that same page of the past. So it doesn't quite feel completely isolated, like how this almost feels like it took you out the episode
right
to get that flashback.
Yeah. And that's maybe it would have been different with that too. Who knows? Because it was a completely different director on those. So the person said. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I didn't validate. But I trust the internet,
like we did for Boruto.
Yeah, right. I trust the internet. So, which is a mistake. But I can't wait, man. I can't wait. This is a big one. This drops from the time you're hearing this, which we're recording on a Sunday, as we always do. From today, this Sunday, 19 days away.
Yeah, this starts one of the most popular arcs in My Hero manga.
It's funny because it's the same dude I watched the same video for. He also said that this felt like filler in the manga.
This part was what I thought was going to happen at the end. And then I thought this entire season was going to be called, it's kind of a spoiler, but My Villain Academia.
No, that's in the second half. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. But I thought these like probably like 4 episodes for this, or they could have broken down to 2, was going to be part of last season because of how easily it could have fit and how it would have been a great cliffhanger.
Interesting.
But people also would have been salty with that cliffhanger.
Right. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else that kind of stands out before we get into some stuff that may
How Not to Summon a Demon Lord I will be watching.
100%. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Omega.
Yeah. Fruits Basket, the final season.
Time out. If y'all haven't watched the first season of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, y'all need to go do that. That's would you consider that a guilty pleasure?
I didn't think it was bad. Also, like,
it was actually,
we probably both watched that before we started the podcast.
Yeah,
so to me, I just thought I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was very enjoyable. Like, just fun. Enjoyable overall.
Yeah, I have fun watching it. Watching this dude, like, in his inner self be like confused and geeking out, but his outer self be this badass demon lord. It's no different than the shit we've seen probably now 50 times. But
it was the first one.
I was about to say, was it the first one? Yeah.
For me.
No, Overlord was.
No, I watched this before Overlord.
No way. There's no chance in hell you did.
I did, because I had never heard of Overlord. I watched this first, and I think like 4 or 5 months later. We
was talking about Overlord before this even came out. Just random conversation.
Yeah, I feel like I watched this like 2 years before the podcast or a year before we started the podcast.
No, yeah, I mean, that's probably true. But this one of the original. Because I remember us talking about Overlord.
No, actually, no, we had to talk about it then because it's 2018.
Mm-hmm. We started the podcast in 2019.
Yeah.
So it was right before that because this was around the time Demon Slayer was going. I think.
Yeah. Or either way, it's good.
It's actually really good. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is interesting. It's silly. It's real good. It's weird.
That's a guilty pleasure, I guess, huh?
Yeah, because it's etchy as hell, but it's so much fun. If you're not into etchy, you won't like it. Flat out. That's just what it is. But yes, Fruit Baskets, the final season. I have to catch up because I haven't finished season 2 yet.
Okay.
I got to catch up on and knock that out.
Yeah. So I have a few episodes left for season 2, and I will be caught up, and I will be able to add this to my list so I can finish this off my Watchers Challenge.
Let's go. What's next after? Wait, because it's not gonna be this.
Shaman King. Oh, what's up?
After Fruits Basket, what's next for you? Or is it you still finish your stuff before Fruits Basket?
I still got some stuff to finish. Like Fruits Basket, it's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't completed it yet.
Okay.
But I wanted to. I was thinking about starting Initial D, but I got to see how many episodes it is.
That's too much. That's a lot.
How many episodes is it?
It's like 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
And they're like 24.
Seasons, what they like 12 episodes or 24?
24, yeah.
I'll add it to this. It's on the list. I'll do that probably at the end of the
I could be wrong.
year.
I don't remember though. It's been a long time. It's been since 2008 since I watched that. So, so good though. It's so good. I'll never forget how good it is. Yeah, man. Shaman King is coming back. Guess what? Episode 1 airs in 24 days from today, which is Sunday.
I'm ready for it.
Me too, bro. Do you think they'll go a little bit more adult? Because this was a 4 kids show back in the day. It didn't have a manga ending because the manga was still going. So they gave it an anime original ending.
Well, I think they have the ability now to kind of go back, right?
Oh yeah, it's a whole fresh start
and make it darker, so like the older crowd can see it, and especially because anime isn't as there was a lot of stipulations they had to make to get it viewed as much, right? Like Pokemon can't be like the manga, and Pokemon it was cutting Pokemon wide open and stuff.
Jesus,
but they couldn't put that on TV,
right? And
Shaman King couldn't do that either. It wouldn't be as acceptable. So I think they really should have made Shaman King dark from the jump because
facts. It
didn't blow up as much as it could have.
The fact that it's even getting this treatment blows my fucking mind. But it's good. Yeah, me too. It's like it was good for what it was, but like the 4 kids thing just it never carries anime far, right? Like you think about it, the only anime it really carried far was like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon,
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. That's it.
And then One Piece was there, but that shit was terrible.
One Piece is gonna go far regardless.
Yeah, but like the 4 kids version was awful because they censored a lot of shit in that too.
Oh yeah, the voice acting.
Yeah, it was real bad.
I remember the Sanji lollipop cigarette.
Yep. Very weird stuff. But yeah, Shaman King is definitely one that I'm excited for. Now there is a show I started a while ago that I couldn't finish because it was a musical, but I want to. Zombieland Saga.
Okay.
Was hilarious. It's about this group that comes together, but they're all zombies. They're all dead. And they become like an idol, like a famous idol group. and it plays on the tropes of, musical anime and shit like that. But the reason why I couldn't finish it is because better shit came out. But this is a very popular show that I think people who like musical anime,
they don't look
interested in. No, they dead as fuck. They dead as fuck, bro. Oh man. So this list has a lot of shit that I can't wait to view. Right?
You want Eden Zero?
Oh, that's tough, man. From the makers of Fairy Tail to Don't Get Me Excited. A lot of our friends love Eden Zero's manga.
Yeah.
But this shit looks like Fairy Tail Junior and a half, bro.
So what has you hype on this list though?
There's a few slice of life on here that obviously tickle me pink. Like this one by Project 9. Project 9 does slice of life extremely well as far as animation goes. But this Hinjwu Sorrows, Shalti, some crazy ass Japanese name. Let me see if there's another name for it. Nope, there's not. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
We got the Fate Grand Order movie, Divine.
True. I need to set a day where I set aside the time to watch all this shit in a proper order.
Yeah, that's true.
I just need to do it.
What about, how excited are you for World's End?
Season 2?
The World's End with You? This is the first time they animated anything, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. The World Ends with You, because I played this shit on DS. Interesting. What you think about that art style?
I fucking love it. It's basically Kingdom Hearts and anime.
Yep.
You gotta tell me twice. Yep. I already tuned in, bro.
Yeah, I already knew you was gonna be hyped.
This is Square Enix Studio.
True. That's gonna be interesting to see if it gets active though, properly. The game is fucking sick though. Yeah,
the game. How was the action based in the game? Because I felt like I never played this game. I felt like it was supposed to be like a psychological game. Like, is that how it played out for the characters? Was it more psychological based, or was it like
kind of? It was an action. It was a turn-based combat system, but it was definitely a psychological spin to the way that it implemented the power system, which I can't wait to see what they do with this show now. Now that I'm looking at it, the main character was dope in the game. I hope it carries over well.
Yeah,
that's what I'm worried about. There was an anime. Was it the one I just mentioned? Yep, this is the one I mentioned that I couldn't read, right? This one that some people saying in Japan, like, this is going to be controversial. Like, Japanese content creators, they're saying it's going to be controversial because the synopsis is about a guy who's basically 29 years old who he finds a high school girl, like, homeless, and then he says, like, hey, you can stay with me because you're, like, only a high school girl, homeless. Or he's a 26-year-old, sorry. You're homeless. Like, I'm not going to let you sit out here and sleep on the street. Come to find out, like, she's some kind of, like, former sex worker, or sex worker is how she gets by. But she's a high school student. So, like, people in Japan are, like, going nuts because it's real weird for them to have a show like this, because he's 26 and she's like 17 or something like that, which is crazy. But I'm still interested to watch it because I need to know what this is about. Apparently, she, like, makes all kinds of sexual advances towards him that he just denies because he's like, yo, it's not right, kind of shit.
Right.
But I do see how that can be controversial for sure. Especially if it's almost like reverse grooming. It's weird.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess he's going to be more like that character who is supposed to give off that he has a positive intent behind it.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll like him because he's positive and she's thinking maybe he just wants this from me, and that's what she's trying to
convey. Yeah. Interesting. Because she feels guilty about taking up space, essentially.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, shit. You just wrote the whole synopsis.
I didn't even read it. I was reading this one. The name of this alone is BS, but I want to watch it just because of the name. It's Full Dive. This ultimate next gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life.
That's the name. That is the name. Holy shit.
Bro, I'm added to watch it. I am set as planning.
Say that title for me one more time, please. I see it. Here it is. I just read that shit one more time.
Stop. It's Full Dive. This ultimate next gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life.
Yes, set as planning, bro. Set as planning.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. We gotta watch it. We gotta waste our time, bro. Oh my God, that looks fucking hilarious, man.
It's gotta be, bro. As soon as I read that name, and it come out right after my birthday, so you know it's about to be somewhat good.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, bro. This is just another way for us to get our anime list put together too. So bear with us if we pause a little bit going through this. But I'm definitely fucking adding that shit to it.
I ain't never read nothing that ridiculous.
Me either. It's like it's taking me out. Why is there always so much music anime, bro? It's just always so much.
And they're gonna have a OVA for Yasuke or Yasuki, the first Black Samurai.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I see that. Yeah, is it?
I'm gonna check that out.
Yes, I definitely interested.
Yeah, I mean, it's only gonna be what? It's probably not even gonna be a full 30 minutes.
Oh, true.
What other slice of life you see on here that you was gonna rock with? Bakuten.
What Bakuten? Let me see.
Dragon Goes House Hunting.
The fuck is that? We need to find another fucking Astro Lost in Space sleeper.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be this full dive RPG is even shittier than real life.
Oh my god, dude! I should
Fairy romance. That's for you.
Oh, okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me take a look at this. Set in a world of cruelty and heartbreak, Fairy Ramaru Anita Nokano follows 5 young men who work at a mysterious bar F, who offer to heal their hearts of their clients, wiping away their tears and causing smiles to bloom like flowers. They take no payment aside from stealing the customer's heart. Okay. You know what? I'm cool. That screams not for Polo.
I'm gonna set his plan in 7 Nights Revolution.
7 Nights Revolution. Talk to me.
I don't know. It just so to me it looks like very chivalry of a knight-esque.
Oh, I see. I'm right here with you.
But I'm not sure. So I'm gonna set that as planning.
I'm right there. I got it too.
Because we do gotta find another sleeper. That Astro Lost in Space was honestly a sleeper, big time. And if we got something that good, because I mean we got Megalobox, which I feel like
trash.
I'm gonna like it.
No.
I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, tell us gonna like it.
I don't know, bro. Hopefully we can find something else that good.
No, what we're referring to is when we were first doing, it was actually our very first time going over the spring season. It was 2019. We were going through the list just like we are now, just looking at stuff, picking out stuff like, oh, this looks cool, this looks cool, this looks cool. Then we got to Astro Lost in Space. We looked at it and said, what the fuck is this? Is this a mecha? No, we good. Completely blew it off. Completely threw it away. Okay. And then how did it go? Because I don't remember.
You watched the first episode and was like, yo, this is too fucking good.
That's right. Because the episode blew me back because it was 40 minutes long. So I'm like, what's going on here? They got a special edition first episode. And then that was gone. I was gone.
And he told me to watch it. And he was like, the dub is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it subbed. And I went back and was like, no, I got to watch that again. And I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it again. I was like, nah, I got to watch it. It was just too good.
It was way too good. Watch Astro Lost in Space. Yes, facts. Or only 10 out of 10 on our review scale. Fucking phenomenal. It's hard to beat that.
For sure.
I think this season is weaker than last season, obviously. There's going to be a lot of seasons weaker than last season. But
that last season had a lot of good stuff in it. Hopefully we can find one really good thing.
Let's try to see if we can call a sleeper.
I'm going to say To Your Eternity. I just grabbed one.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. You just got to make sure you watch it.
I'm setting this plan in too.
Oh, fuck. There's so many sports and music that I'm just not going to touch.
Hold on, this To Your Eternity might actually be it.
Okay, let me find it real quick.
I'm going to read the synopsis real quick.
Talk to me.
A lonely boy wandering the Arctic regions of North America meets a wolf, and the two become fast friends, depending on each other to survive the harsh environment. But the boy has a history, and the wolf is more than meets the eye as well. I'm not saying it's gonna be good. We don't know, but that
high possibility.
It ain't as bad as it sounds.
Whole time, you're right. Interesting. I'm gonna look at this koi to yobu na wa kamoichi waru. Fuck, man, these Japanese names destroy me, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
I gotta find this so I can add that to the list too.
It's once you fall in love with someone, you can't stop the love. A strange encounter spurs the meeting of Akamusa Rau, a high-spec businessman who's loose with women. And his high school best friend, Armiya Ichika, actually. From there, and he falls madly in love. Ooh. On the one hand, he approaches her with the almost too straightforward methods, while she responds simply disgusted, insulting him without hesitation. And he takes it as her way of showing love. This is a romantic comedy that is twisted elite employee and a normal otaku high school girl. What's up with these fucking grown ass men and these high school girls though? I don't know. I'm gonna watch it though. That's gonna be my sleeper right there.
I like how that sounds.
Yeah, it sounds lit, don't it?
That actually sounds like it's gonna have a real good background story.
Yeah, I'm with that. See, when you can read a synopsis where the main character seems already fleshed out, that can speak highly of what the main character actually is. Now let's hope they transfer that over to the actual show and not just have it as the synopsis. But I hate these names, bro. I struggle. I struggle with them, man. To your eternity. Let me go ahead and make sure I add that joint to mine too. Because you said wolf, you already knew.
Yeah, I chose a wolf. That's my spirit animal. So
yep.
For that to be it was meant to be.
It's meant to be. All right, and with that, let's get to know my check waifu.
I'm rolling the random number generator.
My turn to ask the question. And with that, we answer the question with the associated number. And we get to know us. I wasn't ready, so...
It's 89 questions.
We running out of questions. We're running low on questions. We might need to give Rob the link so he can add a bunch of the questions he always asks. They be good ones, right, man.
We appreciate it.
True. Very, 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 very true. Okay. I'm ready whenever you are, brother.
Let's do it. 44.
Favorite anime attack?
Itoshura. That's from Shibarifa Night. Iki Kuragane does it. I will beat your best with my best.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit, bro.
Fuck, this is hard. I think my favorite attack is when my boy, my best friend, Anos Voldigod, kill Bull.
And put him back to life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The disrespect. I needed it. The disrespect. That's my favorite anime attack ever of all time.
That wasn't even an attack. That was torture.
That's an attack. He destroyed you. But okay, maybe just turn him into mincemeat is the attack. So I guess that literally a Thanos snap, gone. I'm rocking with that one. Thanos Voldigod.
That's ridiculous.
All right.
You said Thanos or Thanos?
Thanos Voldigod. Done. I'm broken. All right. And with that, we're gonna take this quick break. And we'll be right back. Is that you? Don'tTalkShop.com.
A brand that is anti-procrastination.
A brand that we believe in.
When it comes to following your dreams and goals,
we believe that it's best that you don't talk about it. Be about it.
Go to Don'tTalkShop.com and press start. Browse the shop.
And use that offer code WAIFU15 to save 15% off your entire cart.
Wear the change you want.
That's the one. We did it.
Is that you?
welcome back to My Check Waifu, episode 91. As always, go to patreon.com/mycheckwaifu to get early access to our Patreon exclusive podcast, The After Story, which I still need to put up. I got caught up today. I'm going to put it up later. Bear with us. It was a decent episode. Pretty decent episode. But the tones you just hear came from Keeks. Shout out to Keeks for letting us use her new single, You Make My Day Brighter, which is a song that I was just vibing to. Put me in a good mood. It puts a smile on your face. It feels like spring. So what better time to feature Keeks again than right now?
We got some pressing information here.
What's up?
Polo want to talk about Attack on Titan?
Yes, we got to talk about Attack on Titan. This episode was crazy. So,
but
full spoiler. Okay, for those of you that don't know how our show works, the second half after we come back from our break, we talk spoilers of our weeklies, mostly of the seasonal anime that we want to spoil. And Attack on Titan has to be first because this most recent episode, which was episode, let me make sure we get this right. That was
16 or 14.
Episode
13. Sorry,
episode 13 of Attack on
14
Titan.
in 6 days.
Bro, Gabby Falco goes to the restaurant, see Nicolo. They explain the situation to Nicolo. Gabby rats out the fact that she killed Sasha, and when the shit that Nicolo do blew me back. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, that is crazy, man.
Why was it crazy? I mean, I don't think it was actually crazy.
No,
I think that
I feel him.
Yeah. I think that based on the world they're in, like, yeah, you know, she's a child, but also they know now how those children are raised. They're raised from that age to attack, you know. So in my opinion, his whole reaction wasn't even that bad, you know, that he might kill a kid, but it does suck that isn't even an option, you know, like killing kids shouldn't be an option. But I could feel myself in his shoes. If someone hurt my waifu, it's probably gonna be a wrap.
Straight up. No, I mean, it was just because it was Gabby, so I didn't care if it was an infant. If Gabby was an infant and she did all the shit she did, kill her. Like,
get her out of here, Polo said.
No, I'm done. Get her out of here. But I just can't. The whole, what was unveiled this episode with the whole spinal fluid in the wine thing to turn basically the military into puppets. I don't understand what the fuck the Jaegers is doing. I don't understand why it's happening this way. Why the Eldians are now becoming
them Jaeger brothers, man.
Yeah. What kind of plan is this? How is this plan going to essentially help them? Because it feels like what it seems like to me is that they're limiting their numbers, cutting down their numbers of intelligent soldiers. Or maybe it's just the leadership, though. Didn't they say it was just the leaders?
Well, yeah. But also you have the whole fact that if they can do the rumbling, they don't need anything else.
Interesting. And by the
like, who has cut down a colossal titan yet?
Nobody.
Right. And they got a group of them, an army of them. If the rumbling succeeds.
But you're talking about just inside the walls, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, so they're calling the higher ups in the Eldian Empire the bad guys.
Kinda, yeah.
And essentially trying to get rid of them.
I mean, they would be gotten rid of, but they'll still be there.
Come on, man. they're just becoming dum-dums, you know? Dum-dum titans.
Yeah, but they can be revived.
Really?
If they eat a titan shifter.
Man, interesting stuff. All I know,
I'm so tired of me.
All I know is when the Jaegers pulled up and Aaron just sat down with Aaron and Armin. My jaw hit the floor.
With Mikasa and Armin?
Yeah, with Mikasa and Armin. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening, man?
Hand already pre-cut.
Yep.
Got his hand on the trigger.
He said, hello. Hi, guys.
Still look as tired and nonchalant as always.
Yes. Gabby is sitting at the table with Armin and Mikasa. What the fuck is about to go down? What is about to go down? I can't even fathom it. Pac is still there somewhere. Peak is still there somewhere. I'm sure the Armor Titan somewhere over there. But I still feel like Aaron knows this. Aaron knows that they're already there. That's why he's putting moves down like, yeah, we got to get this shit going. Let's go.
Yeah, and Zeke said they don't have time to play around.
Yep. Zeke did say that to Levi. Levi like, yo, he's going through his inner monologue like all the times I say this motherfucker Aaron to stop him because I believe he was the savior of the Eldian Empire has came back and bit me in the ass. And I'm like, did it though? That's what I'm saying. We don't know yet. Exactly. We don't even know yet. Levi, chill, bro. You never know. This plan, whatever fucking chess they playing, it has my whole heart and soul. I'm with it. Whoever Aaron got to kill. Whoever Aaron got to eat. I am all for it. This is probably my favorite episode. The intrigue the intrigue was crazy. The conversation was just crazy. With Sasha's parents, I love her parents so much. Even though I was okay with Gabby dying, just the way they think, their whole morality, phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. I enjoyed that. Even though I still would have killed her. I still would have killed Falco. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. They showed to a child,
that even though they're being called devils, so that's not really what they are.
Yep. And then Sasha's sister coming and trying to kill her was all warranted. Gabby saw it. She felt it. She knew, like, yo, I feel you, dog.
And she probably, that was who she expected the least because she thought already that was the friend, right?
Yep.
That's who has trusted us and gotten us this far. But you see how your actions break people.
Yep.
So I thought that was dope.
It was so dope. So dope. I'm looking forward to next week. I just can't believe this episode was this good. Before we get into whatever you have listed there, Tel, I figured this would be the perfect time because people will still be tuned in because most people will already watch this. So I figured now would be a good time to talk about it. And I'm coming up with this right now on the spot. So sorry. Dr. Stone finally had a good episode. A second good episode. Because last week I thought was pretty decent. The war, quote unquote, went down. It brought back the shit that I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Tsukasa, Taiju, Senku, Yuzuriya. That's it. That's all I care about. And it brought it back in a very powerful way. You think the good guys were winning. But you know what's funny?
What's up?
You remember last week we said that they're probably going to rewind it and do something else, like explaining another invention or some shit. They did exactly that at the beginning of the show. Luckily, it only lasted 5 minutes because I looked at the time. It was a 5-minute rewind grace period, even though the episode before that, they showed them rushing in. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they still had a little weird story decisions when it comes to that kind of stuff. But, that's okay.
I didn't even watch this episode. I completely forgot about Dr. Stone.
You motherfucker. I didn't even know you didn't watch it.
I just forgot about it. I was like...
Understandable, but...
All the good stuff I watched, I couldn't think of... I was like, there's something else I'm supposed to be watching. I watched X-Arm. I watched Scars.
Damn, you watched X-Arm over Dr. Stone. That's crazy. You watch Project Scarred over Dr. Stone. That's crazy.
You got to hear me out, though. Dr. Stone just hasn't been good for me this year.
Man, you sound like me last year.
I preferred the first season so far, except for some of the stuff in this new season.
Dude, that shit dragged on. The first season dragged on so much with the bullshit.
I don't know. The beginning of the first season was better than the beginning of this.
No, that's a fact. But they was already in the middle of the bullshit. They've been in the middle of the bullshit since the beginning of season 1.
Yeah,
but
my
now,
bad, yo. I'm not feeling Dr. Stone right now.
I'm with you. But this episode was pretty good. So when you get a chance, we'll talk about it. But what else you got?
Well, I'll be caught up.
What's the next on the list?
You want to jump to Jujutsu Kaisen?
Let's do that. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Let's not jump to Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry. Can we talk about what my problem is with Promise Neverland?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
We are now about to spoil episode 8 of Promise Neverland, season 2.
All right. So the issue that I have with Promise Neverland right now is the fact that, like I've said before, they skipped all the good stuff and went right to the stuff people hated. And it looks like they're even cutting out some of the stuff that people still liked out of the stuff they hate. It's like they chose nothing good and then put in stuff. I guess they show Norman's morality by not having him kill the little girl demon.
Yeah.
But he knew from the jump that this is the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And it just baffles me that they gave him this sense of like weakness after all this time.
After how, I can't give a fuck about anything that goes on in this show anymore. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I literally do not care I don't care about Norman anymore. Emma means nothing to me. I can't stand Emma as an MC. The worst one.
Only characters Polo like is Ray and Philip.
Ray and Philip. That's it, bro. And I even like the chick with the glasses even. What's her name? I forget her name, but I like her too. She's a cool little kid.
Gilda.
She is logical, way more logical than anybody else. I don't like the older dude, Gilda's boyfriend. What's his name? Don or some shit?
Yeah.
I just don't care about anybody else. I care about Isabella more.
Yeah. This is just bad.
Yeah.
It's
what
and
what yeah, go ahead.
Well, what I was saying was, so Monique and I were sitting down watching it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as it comes on, the first thing she says, she looks at it and says, "I don't know what the fuck is going on." And I said, "Me neither." like some of this is consistent, but also like after watching the previous episode and then watching this, what is going on here? I'm like, okay, well, obviously this is his life in Lambda, etc. But like
that part,
they wouldn't have had to explain it this way if they had done the original things differently.
Exactly.
But that wasn't the worst part of the episode. It was them going to go find Mujika, and the way they found her just felt so like out of place and fake.
Yeah. Like so convenient.
How fast they got back felt out of place and fake. And then Norman executing his plan was like a somewhat like decent part.
Was it though? Because I didn't see him.
He freezes up.
Was his plan like? Because it just happened, right? Like we saw them load the boxes. We didn't see him setting them up.
Mm-hmm.
There was no conflict with them setting up those crates out of nowhere. Like nobody in the monster village thought, "Hey, where are these crates coming from out of nowhere?"
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact that he actually carried out the plan, right?
I see.
He started it off. The only actual good part of this entire episode to me was when the rest of the Lambda experiment kids were standing on top of those little pillars looking like the Akatsuki.
True.
And then the music is playing. I'm like, oh, that music kind of hard. Too bad the show is trash.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. This episode was really bad for me. What did you feel about it?
I'm with you 100%. Everything you said, I'm with that 100%. I'm sitting there with my hand on my chin, like, why am I even here? Like like why haven't I just dropped it? And I'm like, it's only 11 episodes. I might as well finish it
Probably never have to watch another season again.
Exactly. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be done. So we ain't gonna need to continue to talk about this. What it does is it hurts my heart because I enjoy season 1 so much. I feel like that was some fantastic planning, voice acting, animation, character growth, and it just all went down the drain.
Yeah, I was looking at our rated anime, and I looked at the Promised Neverland's rating. I said that's got to go down.
Yeah, it definitely has to go down because what we have to do is we have to take this season, rank it separately, and then average that out and which will definitely bring it down
by some points,
by a whole point, by whole points.
I don't know. 1 point might be a little high. Like if it's not going down by 1.5 points, I'll be a little surprised.
Yeah, it might. It just might.
Because this season, the only thing that was consistent with it was the animation, and it was not like it was a great animation.
No, yeah, exactly. Yikes! And the music was pretty good. Or sound.
Yeah, the music was good. The voice actors, I hate to say it, because like the voice actors could have been putting their heart and soul into it, but because I feel like the way the show was written, like you don't really feel any emphasis on the voice actors. Like there's no moment so far that was like, bone chilling, like when mom broke Emma's leg or something like that. Nothing just felt like, damn.
Yep. Yeah, I can't believe it. I just can't believe something goes from so high to probably is going to go so low, if I had to guess. All right. Next on the list.
All right. So Jujutsu Kaisen.
This is episode 21 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We're going to spoil.
So they started off kind of talking with about how they're going to carry out things, right? Mm-hmm. Or was it the curses?
Yeah, the curses explaining what their intentions were this entire time.
Yeah.
And they succeeded.
They did a great job. They were playing chess. Everybody else was playing checkers.
Facts.
Even Gojo, technically.
Yep. They knew exactly how this was going to play out. And that's some demon level planning. Well, what's the highest level demon tier again?
Overlord,
demon.
Or Demon Lord is
Demon
the overall
Lord
thing.
Yeah, sorry. Demon Lord planning going on here. Because when they were explaining it, what would they need? What they got? They got 6 fingers? Holy shit.
6 fingers and 3 cursed objects that they're going to use for stealing Gojo.
We knew that was going to come too. It had to. You got to seal Gojo if you want this to even be a thing, period.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't kill him.
Apparently, they already set a date for it in Shibuya. And
October
to me,
31st.
That is that's even more demon level thinking, right?
Yep.
They have a date planned for when they're going to do everything.
Time and place.
Meaning these curses already have it all figured out.
Facts. And with the way they succeeded with this tournament alone, it's going to succeed. Gojo's going to get sealed. Because again, you can't have a character like that in this show without him getting either sealed or killed. So,
what if he don't?
If he don't, this would be the greatest show of all time because of the fact that like him being sealed is to be expected, right? Like as strange as that sounds, with him being as powerful as it is, you would think him being sealed will be impossible. But I do think everybody who's watching Jujutsu Kaisen is going to assume that he's going to get sealed because you have to seal off a character that powerful in a show like this in order for the other characters to even have a chance to have some fun or for it to even be fun. But if they don't, to me, that makes the show even greater.
Polo will be like, oh my God.
Because they're not scared to say, fuck it. We have this strong character. We're going to fucking use him even though they attempt to seal him.
Put him in there for a reason.
That means a lot to me. That means a whole lot to me. So I hope that actually happens. Yeah. This episode was it was so therapeutic for me. The baseball, Shit was fun to just see them kind of loosen up a bit after what just happened. Still, not a miss for me. I enjoyed it way too much. I had a smile on my face watching it the whole time. Tell did too. He was watching it as I was finishing ALT. I saw the smile. He was smiling.
It was just like good vibes though, right?
Yes.
Like everyone is still being serious and they're still, I mean, consider, baseball training,
Yeah, facts. And they were working hard. And to see UG fucking destroy that baseball, blew everybody back, obviously.
Home run, easy.
Even though they got somebody who can fly, she stood no chance. But what they did with the Toto was ignorant.
Oh, they all hate him, and it's like UG don't hate him. He just ain't in for more training like that.
Right.
He put UG life on the line for what?
Like, oh, pull back a little bit, bro. Relax. I love this show, man. I'm just gonna be real sad when it's over, and I hope it comes back quickly. Which I guarantee you, episode
funny and action packed.
Yep. I guarantee you, episode 24, the end credits is gonna have a continuation date.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's gonna be like fall. I'm praying it's gonna be like fall. I doubt it, but worth a hope. All right. Anything else? ReZero. We have
ReZero.
Yeah, we have to.
So this was episode 13.
Yes, spoil for episode. Actually, well, it's episode. No, this is actually episode 9 of part 2.
Oh wait, you know what? You're right. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
All good, brother.
Because I was about to cry that this is the last episode.
No.
All right. This is episode 9. And I feel better now.
We saw Rim again.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the Bow witch again. Even though she's not a witch. She might as well be. Dude.
So
I love seeing Garfield whoop her ass though. Or at least smash her face in the wall.
Whoop her ass though.
He smashed her face in the wall and drug her. And that I appreciate it.
And she was okay, Polo.
She was fine. Yeah. She was
that shit blew me. I was like, why is she okay after that?
She still had that smile on her face.
She had a couple of scuffs. I'm like, Garfield about to die. About to die.
She built too different, man. I can't.
I'm just like, why is she so raw, bro? And I'm mad at her, but you can't be mad at somebody for just being good at their job, bro.
She's literally just doing a job. She don't care what it is.
Let me disassemble you from the inside out. I'm gonna start with your stomach,
bro.
Can't be mad at her for just being good at her job, but damn, it's like you talk about. She was strong at the beginning.
Yes.
And talking about writing an evil character and just making them tougher. Why? Why does she have to level up too?
It's crazy that she said that I'm going to come back, and here she is, bro. It kills me, man. It kills me. It kills me. I love seeing Frederica, I think is her name. Mm-hmm. I love seeing her get active too.
Yeah. They didn't really show us too much active with her.
Well, we saw it before, but we gonna see it again.
Favorite moment was Beatrice kicking Subaru out.
Even before that, my favorite moment was that emotional scene those two had.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You talking about the first one, the previous one in part 1, or this one too?
No, this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one was strong. He's like, yo, shut up. Stop that shit. Like, I'm here.
Only for him to end it like that, though.
Yeah, I know. Only for her to say, are you going to be the one for me? He's really just trying to tell her, no, you're going to be the one for yourself, living for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't say it that way, which is so Subaru that it hurts. Because it wouldn't be Subaru if he didn't do some dumb shit like that.
Right, can't be right the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta die and come back again, and he'll be right after that.
The attachment I have to these characters, bro.
Yeah.
Amelia. I didn't think I was gonna like her ever. Ever.
Look at the writer. Look at you making the story even better.
Blown back, man.
Making us like characters we ain't think we was gonna never like.
Blown back. we only cared about Rem, bro. Rem and Beatrice. Well, for me personally, I only cared about Rem and Beatrice.
You're right.
That was for you too. Yeah, like, and obviously Subaru, but and then even some people in season 1 I did like better still. What's the chick? The sword chick. I forget her name. It's been a minute since we've seen her.
Oh,
that fought the well with
other
Subaru.
candidate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot too. It's so crazy how this is a whole. The story's so different.
Well,
but it's
the first season was more grand in terms of like it made the world bigger.
Yes.
This season
shrunk it
because of the specific like specificities of what's going on. The world has shrunk to these like 2 main areas and focal points, but that doesn't change how well they're doing the story, because if you think about it, for them to have shrunk the world so much and we still know so little about this specific part of the world, right? Yep. We know what the sanctuary is, but we don't know what the sanctuary is.
It's crazy. Well, yeah. I can't put it down, man. I want to see more. I wish I was binging this right now.
I wish they could just drop the last 3 episodes and we'd be good.
Oh my God, bro. Listen, what we gonna do when it's over though? We ain't gonna know how to act. I will rewatch it dubbed.
We'll have more seasons to come after that, you know.
Facts. And we'll rewatch it.
That's when the spring season will be in full effect.
Mm-hmm. You plan on rewatching it dubbed too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clean. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm way too excited for that.
Oh, speaking of dub, let me just say this real quick.
Yes, sir.
I was watching a TikTok, and it was a girl talking about you know how they drop the beat and you got to go.
So
like before
you say that, she stole that from this guy who did that exact same thing, but he did it way better.
Speaking Japanese.
Oh no. Okay. Wait, nope. I'm sorry.
So basically, she was like, "Oh, so you like to watch your anime and subtitles, right? Because the Japanese voices are better, they're more accurate." And she starts speaking Japanese, and I'm just like,
okay.
Damn, ain't no subtitles. I don't understand what you're saying, ma'am. And she's like, exactly.
So this girl did the same thing he did. I'm gonna play it for you. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for y'all too. Listen.
The anime's better than dubbed. How about you go check the microwave without pausing the show? Oh, you can't do that? How about you blink? Oh, you missed that sentence? My bad.
So he did that, and then somebody did that exact same thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, how about you go cook some food? Oh, you can't? Oh, how about you blink a few times? Oh, you can't.
Yeah, bro. It's wild.
It's
and
funny.
I thought it was hilarious. As some of y'all know, I do like my subtitle anime.
Bro,
but like we always say, watch what you want to watch.
Yeah, facts. There's some good dub out there too, like ReZero. Like ReZero is one of the perfect dubs out there, and I say that confidently. There's a lot of shows with good dub main characters and a few like main side characters, but the side characters are trash. There's shows where everybody's trash except for the main character, like that Dragonar Academy. Everybody's real bad. But
that's Polo's new favorite.
No, I hate that show. No, I don't hate it. I don't know what I want with my life right now. But to be honest, Toe, I am slowly becoming a sub guy.
Really?
Actually, I'm an either or guy. I've always been an either or guy, but I'm mostly gravitating towards sub.
Why do you say that? If you don't mind me asking, what about it?
ReZero.
But like, ReZero can't be that good to.
It's not that it's that good. It's just that watching it and reading it is delivering the emotions that I never thought sub can do. Right? Because I don't speak Japanese.
Right.
So it opened my mind up to like, wait, if this could do this, then reading other shows won't be that bad. And I just went down and boom, all these shows. Photokano, fucking all these shows I've been watching that just only have subs that I wouldn't have touched years past because I'm like, damn, they don't have a dub version at all. maybe it's not popular enough, so I'm not even gonna watch it. You know, like I just would throw it away.
Yeah.
And now I'm going backwards and I'm finding all these fucking fantastic shows. And I'm thankful. And it's ReZero's fault.
You know, Polo, I think consistently every time you say you do something that you didn't plan on doing, that's exactly how the outcome is. Because when you did Clannad, you wasn't planning on thinking like a slice of life was good.
Character
growth.
did.
It changed your life.
Character growth, brother.
Polo and his character growth. He's leveling up. This is his RPG world.
Facts. Oh, man. I can grow too. I ain't afraid. You know? I ain't afraid to say I was wrong about something. I wasn't really
wrong about that. It's a preference.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong about that.
Exactly. And like, again, it's not like I didn't like subbed or I only watched dubbed ever. It's just I preferred dubbed.
Yeah. And
now here we are. All right, I guess you want to touch on Reincarnated as a Slime real quick before we head out?
Remove got mad.
Yeah, I will be too. Shinon's gone.
I mean, and Gobza. And I know he was just a goblin, but I actually kind of...
Gobza was the truth.
Yeah, he was just chill. And he was... And that whole scenario blew my mind. I was salty about it.
Yeah, because you talked about how much you like Gobza like a while ago, I remember.
Yeah, because he's just like the simpleton.
Yeah. Yeah, he was down for him at the beginning.
Right, that just went okay. But I'm ready to see our boy become a demon lord.
So that means he's going to take out 10,000 humans.
At least, you know.
Yeah, at least. He's probably
I think he's about to forward all 20,000.
Facts. Facts.
Because he got to become a demon lord and a half.
Yes, yes, sir.
Obviously, the 10,000 is the first level. The other 10,000 is only half the level because you got to up the requirements.
We talked about this part at the end of the episode, but now I want to name the episode Demon Lord and a Half so bad. And it's going to be no context to anything else we talked about.
Demon Lord and a Half. It's a good name, bro.
It is a really good name. Fuck, I'm going to do it.
Oh, man, that's funny as hell.
All right, man. Let's wrap this thing up. It was a good episode. Reincarnated as a Slime is GOAT.
So we just finished talking about Reincarnated as Slime and our boy Remember being a demon lord and a half. We also love ReZero, obviously some great moments and just consistently better and better show. We loving the characters more and more. Jujutsu Kaisen, they can play baseball and still make the show good. There's something going on with this, man. That's crazy. Imagine if Dr. Stone played baseball in the episode. The Promised Neverland flop. That's it. Dr. Stone, Polo said it had a good episode. My bad, y'all. This show just not dragging me in, but I'm going to be caught up next week. Attack on Titan. Polo says the best episode of this season so far, and I do. I like the moments too. It was a lot of emotion and intrigue. Strong. We also had a break. Let me know what you think about that music, or let us know. Tag us on Twitter. Let's talk about it. We also had a question. Get to know Mike Check Waifu. Your favorite anime attack? Mine is Ito Shura, and Polo is Thanos Voldigold Snap. We also talked about the spring 2021. Don't laugh. Stop laughing at me. We also talked about the spring 2021 anime and what we plan on watching. We got a couple of them. Let us know what you think the sleeper is going to be. Mine is probably going to be the one. I'm just talking. It's going to be that. It's going to be that full dive RPG is shittier than the real life. Or Polo watching How to Raise a Boring GF. Are y'all watching that? Or y'all just let that one go?
Watch it. Watch it if you okay with rom-coms, bros.
Me finishing Kakeguri, and then we also had that question, one for the rest of your life, pancakes with cheese or sleep with your socks on. That's been episode 91.
I'm at Polo Born Fly on all social media.
I'm at King Taliano on all social media.
You can follow our social medias at Mike Check Waifu on Twitter and at Mike Check Waifu on Instagram. And as always, Mike Check.
Hey, my boy got it back. Hey, look, so this is what I was talking about, the Polo. This is what I was talking about.
You're a big fan. Okay. Nihongo to eigo ga hanasemasu ka? Wakarimasu ka?
Hey, let him know.
The ableist needs subtitles. Ironic. You know, Kyle. You can just shut up. If you watch
I love it.
And I was like, yo, why is she raw?
Oh my god.
Why is she so raw?
So raw.
You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu Waifu.